Demystifying pleasure, openness about masturbation. Matters of solo pleasure can greatly improve sex lives, but society rarely talks about it. Key points. Self-pleasuring can be a great way to learn about what one likes and be able to vocalize that to a partner. Religious dictums, social stigma, and medical distortions created the narrative that it should be condemned. Providing normalizing education around masturbation or solo sex are imperative to stop the shaming. 80% of women masturbate, 95% of men masturbate, and the rest lie. This humorous but true quote comes from Jocelyn Elders, the former Surgeon General who was the first African American and only the second woman to be appointed to this position. She was also forced to resign by none other than President Bill Clinton. Yes, the president who was impeached, who chose not to masturbate, but instead have sexual activity with an intern. When she spoke honestly about the importance of including masturbation in sex education guidelines at the 1994 UN World AIDS Day conference. As Mark Twain observed, truth is stranger than fiction, and given that May is International Masturbation Month, it's wiser for therapists to approach the topic of masturbation in as direct and honest manner as the former and illustrious Surgeon General Elders. It is still surprising that the topic of masturbation is hidden by clients in therapy as a subject that is too private, guilt-ridden, and/or shameful. Masturbation is, for most people, a common and healthy sexual behavior that at times remains a taboo topic for them to even discuss, let alone to share with a sexual partner. Self-pleasuring can be a great way to learn about what one likes and to be able to vocalize that to a partner. If folks can't be honest with themselves about what feels good, how can they effectively communicate their needs and desires to a partner? Historical contributors to negative views on masturbation. Self-pleasure has been seen throughout Western history as something that is actively wrong and immoral. Religious dictums, social stigma, and medical distortions created the narrative that masturbation is an act that should be condemned. Author Michael Patton wrote about how society arrived at such negative views of masturbation in his journal article, 20th Century Attitudes Toward Masturbation. In early Judeo-Christian history, early church members regarded masturbation as a threat to the survival of the human race and created doctrine to discourage those from self-pleasuring. As the world became more secular, the language used by the new authorities, namely the medical professionals, all male and mostly white, shifted.